Live. And I am Will, your host, major investor. Thank you for coming, and hope you have a great show today. Our number one objective this year is to make this year the best year ever through wealth and how we can grow together and how we can achieve our goal. As part of the SHIB community, our goal should be to either bring more people in to the SHIB community to grow our exponentially or to burn as much SHIB as possible. In order to do this, we would ask that everybody take part in contacting the development team. But I think that's kind of like a lost cause because they should already know that SHIB is the depleting coin. They already know that SHIB is non-governance. Therefore, us, the holders, are the SHIB community. We are SHIB. Um, and nobody can take that away from us unless you decide that to opt out of SHIB and sell your SHIB. Um, and that is totally on you. And this is my disclaimer. I'm going to get right through it real quick for you. SHIB is under a penny. If you were to buy a stock under a penny, they would call it pink sheets. Pink sheets are extremely volatile and extremely risky. They are beyond what people consider help. Um, do I think the same thing with SHIB? No. But as an analyst or as a broker, we cannot offer any legal or any transparency for SHIB. We can't tell you to buy or sell it. That is totally on you to buy or sell SHIB on your own. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means that nobody in the right mind would tell you to buy or hold SHIB. You have to do your own due diligence. If you look at SHIB and you sit there and go, um, why are you the only one providing information on SHIB that can help me, help my family, help grow our financial independence? If you're not telling people to buy or sell it, it's based on two facts. It's below a penny, and it's based on the community. We are 1.28 million holders strong currently. It fluctuates on a basis. It was 1.3 million roughly, right? 1.3 million averaged up. We should be sitting at around 20 million holders of SHIB. We aren't. Therefore, the whole environment of SHIB on the YouTube channels that you're watching are only telling you a portion of the story of SHIB. They're not telling you the whole story of SHIB. If you listen to them over and over and over and over, you can understand what SHIB is and then where and how we can achieve it together. So, with the mass growth of SHIB, what can we expect? Well, we can expect to grow in SHIB. So, our goal is to get financial freedom through SHIB. Where can we see that? Through burns. We can see it through burns. And we can monitor it through burns on the total supply currently. We can depend on companies coming together to help us liquidate SHIB on a grand scale. Koyo is one of them. Um, the exchanges haven't caught on, so there's a lot of work to do for the whole community to get the exchanges to come on board. Same thing with companies to come on board because you want them to solidify themselves. If you're in a coin and you want to get that coin to make you financial independent, it is in their best interest to buy and liquidate SHIB. They don't have to do it, and they probably a lot of them won't do it because they don't see the value in it. But I'm telling you, there's value in depleting coin, and here's the reason why. If you buy it at a low price, and then you were to import a burn, so the faster the way to do it is through an exchange or platform or uh, a brokerage firm. because they do with many transactions every single day. So to burn 10 cents on every single transaction every single day, you can imagine if they did 100 million or 100 billion dollars worth of transactions that day, and let's say it was 100 billion transactions that took place. 10 cents of that transaction would be used to burn it. That's $1 billion, right? Or no, $100 million in SHIB would be burned. That is huge. It would deplete the supply very, very rapidly to the point where it would absolutely just decimate the supply of SHIB. So then anyone who's trying to get in would have a harder time getting in at the value because it would force everybody to buy it, and then everybody couldn't buy as many tokens as they did before because now the price is so high because the burns are coming through. And as long as we have 100 trillion coins that are being used on a trading basis every week, every month, that gives you some idea of just how volatile SHIB can be. So if they eliminate that supply, that 100 trillion, the next 100 trillion is going to be even tougher to eliminate. Um, the only reason why that is because we're holding it for that 5, 6x. Once it gets to that 5 or 6x, then you're going to see 300 trillion being evaporated very, very rapidly, and therefore making it even harder to get back in to buy even a million coins. It's going to be 4 or 5 times higher than where it's at right now. So you can see where the value of burning SHIB is actually in the best interest of the whole community. And everybody that is part of that community helps it by getting the message out to all the exchanges, to all the brokerage firms, to everybody that's available, and then looking through each and every single thing that they have to do to get our goal where we want SHIB to go. And everybody wants SHIB to hit 1 cent, 10 cents, 20 cents. Everybody wants that. How is that achievable? That's how it's achievable. Because each one of them can start a burn portal that will grow their wealth exponentially. And they can all do it by the exchanges and by fund managers and by hedge fund managers. Anyone buying SHIB would benefit. And without doing anything. That's the thing I don't understand. Why isn't it catching on? Why isn't people bringing this forth and catching on to it? That's the bottom line that I wanted to reach today. Was there's lots of information that's out there. Here's your top cryptos to help you understand that we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of companies, a lot of exchanges that are in need of SHIB. Okay, XRP could have used this. Luna Classic could have used SHIB. They just didn't. And why? They just didn't see the potential. So we're trying to sell that potential to our customers. Our customers is the whole spectrum. So even the coins themselves, like Coil, could be doing this so that their coin would benefit from the depletion of SHIB because they would have to buy it to gain that exponential growth in whatever it is that they're doing to help them produce money on the side where they didn't have it before. So burning it and then placing it is helping them grow exponentially. And each of the exchanges that do the exact same thing, it'll grow even faster. The burns become even more rapid. Um, and Bone and Leash should have done this a long time ago. And this is a warning to them. If you haven't done this already, which you haven't, I strongly suggest you look at SHIB again and say to yourselves, if they're doing it and it's catching on, why aren't we doing it and being part of it instead of being left in the field? Anyway, that's my 2 cents, and that's my scope of the day. I can get into the cryptocurrency exchanges. I can help you with trying to understand what we need to do to get where we need to be. This is the Shibarium testnet and the validated testnets. So if we go into the testnet, we can talk about it. But again, when they say SHIB, barium, there's not much left of Shibarium that they're touching on. And if you get into the burns, it tells you what the burns are. The validator is the one who gets paid the most. And then it's based on 70% of the 50%. So that 50% taken out, and then 70% of the 30. So 30% goes to help the network, and then the 70% of the 50 goes towards uh, the burn portal. That they have to wait for it to reach over 25,000 USDT. They didn't say USDT, but we're assuming it's USDT. And this shouldn't be this. It should be on the front of it, right? Whatever the gas fee is, you add 4 cents, 5 cents to that. That should go to the burn. Like that should be first and foremost. That's where you're calling yourself Shibarium. SHIB. Number one priority should be to burn as much SHIB as possible. Just saying. SHIB, the metaverse. The first focus is SHIB. You're using our name. You should be burning it. And it should be front and center, not further back from the pack. Just my thoughts on it. Like I said, this is my opinion. This is not trying to or disassociate myself from the SHIB community or ecosystem. Sorry, the SHIB ecosystem. The SHIB ecosystem is about SHIB, but they don't want to do anything for the burning bone leash treat that's coming out. Shiboshis, they are all, and then the Shibarium on what am I forgetting? Shiba Swap 2.0. Everything starts with SHIB, but they got nothing to do with SHIB. They're all around SHIB, but they're not. They're all on their own devices where they shouldn't be. They should be looking at SHIB going, if SHIB makes a comeback or it starts to roll and snowball their effects on the liquidations, isn't it in our best interest then to own SHIB on a high scale and then liquidate it on the bottom end of it so that we hedge SHIB so that SHIB gains in value? That's my bottom line. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's where we come in as a community. We force it on them to take part in it. And we always remember the goal. And our goal is 1 Corinthians 10:31. We all do it for the glory of God. Right? We do it for the glory of God so that we don't have to think about it. We just do it. And that's the whole perspective of this, is that we just do it. We got to go forth and make a statement and remember that we want to achieve financial freedom. In order to tame that financial freedom, we have to go out and sell our company being SHIB. Thank you. Have a great evening, everyone. And I want to thank every single one of you. And God bless every single one of you for coming. And God bless for those that didn't come. And remember this: good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And thank you, world, for coming and stopping by. Really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed today's session. Good luck. God bless. Amen.